let's try this one again. Alright, yeah, already looking a lot better than last time. Welcome back, delicious friends. I am once again at it again with the Sunless Sea. Been a hot minute. It hasn't even really been that long, but I've been moving. I moved back for school. I've been busy getting set up for that. I got a new internet connection, which I think is part of what caused the issue last time. I think I was connecting to the wrong server. Hello, Gorpez. I'm doing a bit of troubleshooting right now because I know the murder of Sonic stream had some horrible fate befall it. But I'm hoping. So my current thought is that I did not properly configure for my move, so I was connecting to a server that was much farther from me, and that was causing the problem. So hopefully, everything's looking good on my end, so hopefully it'll hold. How are you doing, Gorpez? I didn't really get to talk to you that much during Sonic because the stream started imploding. Good to hear. I assume school is starting up for you soon if you're working Wi-Fi is an essential. My house did not have that set up initially, and it was a very exciting a few days of shuffling through internet providers. God, that was a nightmare. Well, you know what, congrats. I'm still 2 years out from my final graduation date. But, you know, one day. Looking forward to it, maybe. Alright, video games? I've been thinking about this game a lot, primarily in how I'm gonna get myself out of the corner I painted myself into. I think the answer is we go for it and we hope nothing bad happens. Oh, this is long load screen. Oh, which Fallout? Like the first one or like and Bethesda era? I don't know. Ooh, and now it's dropped. New Vegas is very good. I've been slowly chipping away at New Vegas for a couple years now. Hang on. Okay. Internet is so silly. God, what is causing it to dip like that? That's fun. Yeah, I've been slowly chipping away at New Vegas for a long time now, and I haven't finished it ever. But, you know, we're trying our best. Aw, thank you. I try my best. Good. Okay. Sorry, if I go quiet, it's because I'm checking in on my upload rate. It seems to be fine. Seems to be holding good for the most part. It's fluctuating more than I would like, but I think that's just new internet connection. God, we left ourselves in a bad spot. That's a bad amount of terror, actually. And if it gets any higher, I may just have to cut my losses. I know that if I have an affair with one of my crewmates, I think that's a way to lower some terror, which is a funny thing to say, but probably true. Oh, bag of addictive bagels. I adore bagels. There's a, like, specialty bagel shop very nearby, and they have these pesto bagels that are, like, the best thing I have ever tasted in my entire life. Would go there every single day. Polytherium! Oh, we needed stuff from here. We hear those voices that will not be drowned. This is the Sea of Voices. We are close to Polythrene, where nothing is truly dead. We did need a clayman from Polythrene for something. Can I lower my terror at Polythrene? Because that'd be nice. Roused at midnight. As the first watch ends, shouts forward rouse you. Your bosun's face is grim as you emerge from your cabin. We lost one. Weighted himself with pans and gave himself to the depths. Took cook's best kettle too. Morale is worsening, Captain. Oh. We could adjust the crew, but we have no hearts, really, so that would not be great. Distribute an extra rum ration. Sailors are rarely ungrateful for grog. Liquid comfort. It hasn't helped with discipline, but the mood aboard is perceptibly better. Lost 5 terror, which doesn't do much for us now. Now we're down to under half crew. That's fine. That's fine, okay? Nobody worry about what's about to happen to us. Polythrene. Here is screaming. Taciturn claymen. Evasive, clothed colonies. Walking like humans. Cobbles that groan underfoot. On the hills above, a palace villa of marble. But even that writhes like buried bones in an earthquake. Gather intelligence. What news from Polythrene? What lives? The king with 100 hearts rules from his palace above the city. He is never seen, makes no treaties with other lands, but there's unrest in the air. The claymen you speak to are obedient and humble, but they speak nervously of those who are not. The maimed, the rebellious, the unfinished. A port report. Polythrene. The city cries out. I'm sure that's fine. Cool. Shore leave. Drink beer that wails from cups that sob. If you like that sort of thing. Polythrene is an expensive place to reduce terror. Well, I don't have many other options currently. Oh. Man. That's not good. An uneasy respite. Under other circumstances, your crew might have been happier. That was 30 echoes for 1 terror. We're gonna die out here. I could carry claymen to London. Are they passengers or cargo? They're certainly the easiest passengers imaginable. Unless, just unless, one turns out to be an unfinished man. Well, I've got the space. I'm certainly not getting any fuller. They troop aboard. Each one lies down in its appointed position next to the other, nested snugly, head by foot. We are for London, one explains to you. Now 6 claymen, marked for London. Whew, okay. We do have shops here, but we need crew. The problem is we do not have crew. Thanks for the level up game. Still no crew. I think my current thought, if we make this, which we may not, I'm going to try and, like, swing around Nuncio, hopefully try to pick someone up, and then Pigmode Isle, Gatorsmore, in London. Will that work? Doubt. But, you know, desperate times. Our terror is so high that I'm gonna try and start an affair. I think this is what has to happen. Proposition in the clattery air, despite her ironical eye. No caresses. She undresses you and stands scowling at you, as if choosing where to make an incision. Then, fingertips and the point of her tongue. It's not exactly impatient, but determined and precise, and she knows exactly what will produce the most intense sensation. Your vision blackens near the end, but she never quite goes too far. When you are too drained and dizzy to move, gives you a smug look that you could possibly interpret as affection. Well, I sure did make that decision. That was 5 terror, which is something at least. I don't... You do what you gotta do, right? Oh, we're gonna be moving so slow. We're gonna be moving so slow is the issue here. I've made choices in this life, and they have all led me here. I don't think Sasparilla's making it out of this one. I think it would take a miracle. I'm not even gonna go for Nuncio at this point. I think that would be a waste of time. I think my best shot is going, like, directly for London and hoping nothing bad happens. But man. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Oh. Oh, I think I accidentally fumbled that. My nails are getting, like, uncomfortably long. No. No. If I get into a fight, I'm just dead, is the thing. No. Where's the full power? Full power! Oh, we found Garrick's scalpel. Scalpel? I can read, I promise. I mean, at least we're not going through food that fast. There was definitely a point where I could have prevented this for myself. But I think I just stalwartly decided I was not going to. Which is pretty epic of me, all things considered. What are we approaching? Just a rock? We're at least making, like, a decent enough clip. So it's not... It's certainly not as fast as I would like it to be. Lick a monkey crag. Okay. I won't, but thank you. Oh. There's the Dubois Maelstrom. Man, I think, like, even trying to route to a port like this would not be worth it. I think it would just take a lot of time and put me in RNG, put me at the mercy of the game's RNG. Oh, there's too many beasts out here, frankly. Frankly, in my opinion, too many creatures. They didn't tell me there'd be creatures in the ocean, which I think was just an oversight. They should tell you this. Okay. I'm maybe losing him in the fog, which would be awesome. And then I can lose the crab on the other side of the eels. We're fine. Nothing bad happens on the ocean. That's the tagline of this game, actually. I know it says the tagline of the game is go mad, eat your crew, die. But actually it's that the ocean is really cool and everybody loves it. Okay, we're getting there. Everything's fine. I don't know why anyone was worried. Simply trust in my abilities as captain, and everything will be okay. I need to not get bad RNG at Gator's Morn, I think. Azalea raises her head, sniffs sharply. Blood on the wind. That's epic. I love blood. We're about to hit 90 terror. The waters beneath the earth. Many feelings about eels. Eels? Wheels? Eels? Oh. Okay, Gator's Morn, please be nice to me. I am in a bad spot, and I don't need bad luck. But I do need a reduction in terror. We're gonna step carefully. We could explore. Sell John Phil. Gonna try and go exploring and hope nothing happens. Oh, we've got this guy. Okay. I'm just gonna get the troglodyte prawns again. See, they're tangy and toothsome. And I'm chewing cheerfully, and I love the ocean. Tiny little chunk of terror gone. Oh, that was probably just a glitch. Okay, London. We can make it to London from here. We can claw our way back to London from here. We've already made it this far. Just hold the line, gamers. Nobody gets scared. Shit, shit, shit. No, we're so close. We're so close. Come on. Come on. Please. No. No. Go away. Yeah, slam yourself into that wall. I hate you. Home waters. Home waters. This little light ship got anything? Let's snag a Z story. Might as well. Good company, good times. Which way is London? London's up. Oh. Video games are good. Dock, yes. Oh. Her Enduring Majesty's Customs Service works closely with both the Ministry of Public Decency and the Masters of the Bazaar. Today, they have selected you for an inspection. Don't cheek them. Well, let them do their worst. I've done nothing wrong. I'm a good citizen. I'm also just very scared. They roam your deck like wolves. They tear through your belongings like termites. At last, they leave. We get a breath of relief. Soon as the gangplank touches the quayside, the terrors of the deep sea lighten. Walk taller, smile more readily. But what dreams may cling? Terrible ones, I'm sure. Oh, we have so many nightmares. Harbor Master? The usual stuff changing underneath. Got people wanting to sign on. The scholar wants to talk, which is fun. First... Oh, wait, hang on. I can do something with the vital intelligence. I know this. I also forgot about this Neathbow stuff. I have no idea how I'm supposed to... I have no idea where to even begin on this, but I'm sure it'll happen. Vital intelligence. Hang on. I heard somewhere that you could combine this with stuff? Maybe that's a later thing. Maybe I heard wrong, mayhaps. Let's see. Pass on the strategic information. Submit vital intelligence. What's that? Tell me quickly. Vital intelligence can be created from 2 pieces of strategic information, or earned through spy networks and some other opportunities. Enthusiastic nods. Glad you brought this to me. I have a colleague of sorts, a diplomat, so-called. I'll tell you because I trust you. This diplomat will pay better, but I will put the information to better use. Leans forward. There are powers in this world I cannot speak of. There are affairs of the Navy I am not proud of. Bring me more information like this. We can set matters right. I see. Interesting. Maybe gonna hang on to my strategic information then. Let's see. Port reports first. We have so many, I think. Port Cecil. Oh, what flavor ice cream? Ice cream check. The principles of coral. I have no idea why anyone thought that settlement was a good idea. See? I've logged that trip. Polythreme. The king with 100 hearts. What an unusual fellow. Without his exports, I'd be delivering my own coal. Wisdom. Ugh. Did the oracles look hungry? I don't even remember what wisdom was. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. Well, we can be assured of your discretion. The Admiral will see you now. The Admiral deals directly with more sensitive commissions. Vanilla's good. People dunk on vanilla a lot, but I think it is a solid flavor that people just bully for no reason. This port. Speak to our agent there and return. We'll see that you're rewarded. Visit the port and return to London. Yeah. Chillinate. We definitely haven't hit that yet. Oh, we gotta head eastward again. I don't want to head eastward again. Honestly, vanilla bean ice cream is so good. I could eat that all day. It's not boring, it's simple and refined. Ask the Admiral what he thinks of the voracious diplomat. The diplomat, a half-legendary, all-infamous figure whose connection to the Admiralty is obscure. Oh, happy early birthday! I'm not sure if I'll stream again before then, hopefully. But if not, I'm wishing you an early one. Not gonna miss it. A frank scowl. None principled scoundrel, the Admiral snaps. If you have intelligence, bring it to me. Don't go off the books. I'll go off the books if I want to. Okay, bud? Let's see. Alarming Scholar wanted us to drop in. Got another little present, yeah! You've been so very helpful. I wanted to give you something for your next voyage. I bottled it myself. Dark glass. Smells pickled. Chemical. Zalty. Once it might have been eel flesh, but the scholar assures you that it has vital and nutritional virtues. Save it for an emergency, perhaps. Let's see, I don't really have anything I want to sell them this moment. Oh, I could deliver the claymen. I should probably do that. This is where they wanted to be, or at least where they're supposed to be. Ashore. One by one they rise, uncomplainingly, no trace of stiffness or discomfort from the long voyage. The deck resounds beneath their heavy tread. A shroom yard manager waits on the dock, tapping her foot. About time, she says. Here's your payment. Come along now, you. There's a good construct. Got 120 echoes for, like, 6 of them. So that's what, like... Hang on, I'm doing some quick math and it's not working out for me. 120, that definitely divides by 6 easily, right? Oh, that's about 20 apiece. That's not bad. Vaguely, I know there is a new Superman cartoon floating around, but I have not had the time to watch it yet. Let's get some crew. Let's get a sailor. Awesome. Okay, we've also unlocked the voracious diplomat. Very similar to Liz. Yeah, that makes sense. That kind of seems to be where a lot of designs seem to be tilting in that angle lately. The diplomat lairs near Mansion's Pyre, in a second-floor office above a gymnasium for pugilistic ladies and gentlemen. Your conversation is punctuated by distant shouts and blows. The diplomat smiles fondly at the sounds. Let's see. Ask about the diplomat's role. What kind of diplomacy is involved? A catly grin. The kind of diplomacy that doesn't get written down. I'm attached to the Admiralty, not the Foreign Office. London is not what she was, but she still has interests abroad. I look after them as best I can. Do hope you're patriotic enough not to ask for too many details. See, and ask about the dark-spectacled Admiral. Do they work closely together? A carefully neutral expression. Well now, the Admiral is a man of principle. Very straightforward, very traditional in his views. I think it's rather courageous of him to expect the Navy to operate without outside assistance. He has excellent taste in both chamber music and wine. I hope that makes my feelings clear. I see. Looks like we can do another, like, ferrying mission over here, so I might as well. Pick up an agent. I have a friend, the diplomat says casually, who would be grateful for passage somewhere else. The Khanate, for instance, or Port Cornelian. An agent will allow you to establish an intelligence network, and sometimes grow it later. We are going into the spy business, I see. As one does. Oh, hang on. There we go. Sure, I'll pop them somewhere. A name, an address. Both are probably temporary, but they're all you need. Now have one network's diplomatic agent. This one keeps out of the way. See, Khanate, very far in the east, but we know how to get there. I believe Port Cornelian's to the south. Once I do all of my London bits, I'm gonna do a run through of what I did last time. Let's grab more crew. There we go. Rich pickings. Your tall tales find a ready audience. Scarred and seasoned men and women tramp aboard and find places to sling hammocks. Lost 30 echoes, got 3 crew. Pretty good bargain. Where's our house? See? Oh, that was one of the ones that gives us supplies. That's fun. Okay. Family time. Just gonna enjoy their company. It's sweet. It's cute. We're a cute little family. Crumpets and bullet jam and what happens when you spin a child round so fast they're very nearly sick. Quiet at evening's end, shared stories, bats beating at the windows, and much later, the warmth of renewed passion after the cold salt of the sea. At least we've dunked our terror down, though I do wish we could get some more restful nights. Not meant to be. Let's see. Dry dock. Our hull is fine outside of that one time I steered us into a rock because I was looking at the bit rate. So really we just need like fuel and supplies. Supplies are going to be a pain. Success, eventually. The good, free fuel. The bad. A half-hour argument with the quartermaster, who insists that your chitties have not been stamped by the Office of Incongruous Requests. Eventually, she grudgingly permits you to load your fuel cart. Alright, that's fine. I can just buy the rest. I'm close enough. Hang on. I could also sell my Scintillac, but I don't know if I want to. I'm close enough to buying a new steamship, is what I was going to say. Shipyard, yeah. I'm very close. Well, actually, I have the money now. The problem is that if I buy this, I'm not going to be able to buy anything else. Boy, it would be nice. This thing is just a pipe dream. Maybe next time. I know the bigger ships have a trade-off of like, well, you gotta hire more crew and they use more fuels and you need to buy more supplies to feed your bigger crew. But I think it would probably be worth it if I want to start doing trade stuff. And also the extra weapon slots would just be useful. We'll see. We'll see how life goes. Man, we got a lot of fuel. Okay. Okay, so last time we just started picking up a lot of the map. Like, just docking wherever, honestly. We did find Port Cecil, which was very cool and necessary for life. But it's very far, and also it's got Spider Hell Zone next to it, which I don't love. That's a very Discord server meme thing to happen, I think, Gorfez. We do have Mount Palmerston up here. I wish it was closer because we can sell the Zoop to the guy for a good little trade route. The problem being that right now, even though it's not necessarily a long trip, it's kind of a dangerous one because that vile beast around the Chapel of Lights is around the Chapel of Lights. Let's see. We also do. We need to take the Nova Gallivantier to King Eater Castle, which is all the way down here. I know that because my last captain got teleported there by one of the gods and then died. And we also need to find Visage, which is somewhere in the southeast, so that we can figure out what the deal is with our father's bones. Because we finally started making progress on that quest. And we also have that little spy network we could either pop in the Khanate, which maybe, but that area is pretty dangerous. Or I could try on the Carnelian coast, which I know is just like south. So I think the strat for today is south. What's the favor, Gorpez? This guy has a whole quest line. I forgot what his quest line was. I think I needed a Clayman, but I forgot. So next time. Polythreme honestly isn't that far. I mean it is, but it's not, because this area is fine. Onwards once more, we live to sail another day. The scent of the sea, salt and frost and cellars, black spices. I will go haunt some random office worker just for funsies. Oh, cool fun fact about the house I moved into. It's right next to a mortuary. And so it's definitely turbo mega haunted. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I love ghosts. I love ghosts. I am a ghost. Man, you sure do move faster when your entire life isn't hell. Oh. Recurring nightmare. Watched. The sea is bright as milk. False stars above are black on a pitchy bed. Something is watching you. Its gaze enfolds your boat. You are as transparent as glass. I could flee the nightmare. It's a very chancy challenge. Or I could confront it. Both of these are not good. I'm gonna try and flee. Oh! An escape? The sea churns in your wake. You pull away from the eye, into the shallower waters of waking, but a terror clings. Gained 7 terror already, but our nightmares have been reduced a little bit, so that's gotta count for something, right? Man, this thing is not worth being chased. Fine, run away! I didn't want to eat you anyways. Oh yeah, now you want to fight. The mortuary assistant game, but real life. Honestly, the place isn't too bad. I just think it's really funny. And the best way to give directions to where my house is to be like, hey, you see the morgue? Yeah, it's there. Also, Google Maps keeps directing people there when they try to park at my place. It's good. Staging area. Let's see. Port report. Per usual. No surface travel yet. So I feel like surface travel is going to be like a whole thing. And I'll prep for it one day, but I wanna deal with the Neath first. And gossip. Typical gossip. see. I do definitely want to check out Grand Geo just to see if there's anything going on there. Then after that, I guess just head east. The usual strat, honestly. Going east hasn't treated me wrong yet. It is a rental. Buying houses in the area I live in is like, turbo mega expensive. And I do not have a spare $100,000. And also I'm in college, so like, you know. Oh, we got that funny guy over there. But I want to check in on Hill first. You're gonna start stuff with me right now. That would be annoying. They're definitely populating the map with more boats that want to kill me. That's fun. No. Let's see. Oh, we did do this last time we were here, weren't we? That was fun. Market of Hungers, the Gazoon Height Conspiracy. Hell provides, reads the sign above the Market of Hungers today. Perhaps tomorrow, too. Even the air carries sustenance. Oh, that just deleted our hunger. That's fun. Let's see. And port report. To record the Republic's events, it's like trying to sing wax or believe water. You do what you can. The third paragraph buds eyes. The date is fundamentally wrong. Full stops bite. You do what you can. We have so many tail pages. Really? You're gonna hit like my worst stat and just make it worse? Okay. This buddy has just been sitting here for a while. I don't have anything to give to you. See, they've got mushroom wine, prisoner's honey. That's pretty good for supplies. I might pick up some more of those. Cheap fuel. And then just, you know, snag a few more supplies. Money is no object currently. I mean it is, but I'm not saving up for anything huge, so... Downward to Grand Geode. I want to see my buddies by the Dawn Machine. I'm sure they're being very normal. You don't see me, okay? Oh, that's gonna be a pain to get around. Nope. Don't. Republican Dreadnought, just don't, okay? Just don't. It would not be worth it for you to beat me up. Let's see. Grand Geode is like a straight shot. Welcome back. We're dodging death as per usual. Tiny little boat. Everyone's gotta be nice to me. I'm so small. Came on deck to find the metal sharp with sparks. Ozonal coronas haunt the ship. This is Dawn's Edge. Let's see. Normal times on the geode. Distant song like a mirage. And you're not looking hard enough because there's a pretty big bottle of ketchup in there currently. A naval base. with the Royal Navy's emblems curiously amended. Efficient, bright-eyed women and men work briskly everywhere you look. They're singing hymns with unfamiliar words. Hard-faced Royal Marines watch you carefully, barring entry to the geodes' hearts. Black by the docks has been defaced with orange paint. You can still make out the original inscription. Station 5, adjunct. Oh, what is this here? 50 supplies! Come on! Asked to speak to someone in sortie. What is this place? A blank space in your memory. You saw the Commodore, and then there's something bright. You discussed matters of importance. You're certain of it. Teasing clues linger in your memory. Zaylor asked to stay behind, and you permitted it because... It'll come clear later. Probably. The light. It's pretty. 25 terror! Hang on now, 25? Oh, my friends at Grand Geode are not nice. Take discreet notes. The Marines are watching. Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Grand Geode, for giving me 70 terror right off the bat. That was real cool of you. After all I did, bringing you the last of the salt, and I didn't even ask for anything, and all you gave me was a sunstroke and an intense desire for light, and you took one of my crew. I get no respect around here. I mean, we've at least got enough fuel to go lights off for a bit. Or lights on for a bit. So that'll do something for terror. Is there something up here? This looks like a port. Yeah? The Carnelian coast. Far to the south, Neath roof glimmers above the mountain of light. Bahima stash? Really? Port Carnelian. Fallen London's sole imperial possession. Treasure it. London's first Untersea colony sweats under a blanket of southern heat. To the right of the dock, the sapphire mines yawn. To the left, the governor's house stands, prim as an Elderwick mansion. Behind lies the fungal jungle, ghostly in white and violet. Oh, many options, many options. Oh, I'm gonna need more veils to do that. Ooh. One of my guys do veils? See, we have many options here. First I'm gonna visit Murgatroyd's Imperial Tea Shop. Behind the windows, spoons clink on china. Home away from home. They import the doilies from London, but the tea is local, blue and smoky. Crumpets are warm, tablecloths white. Could almost imagine you were back in Vale Garden, or a tiger lounging on a divan. Laps tea from his azure bowl and complains about the recent nostalgic trend in poetry. Me too, buddy. I want to talk to a tiger. Talk to a tiger in the Blue Bazaar. The Carnelian's coast padding natives are eloquent, placid, and acerbic. Most of the time. Trouble abroad. The Blue Bazaar is Port Carnelian's greatest indoor market. Arched, lofty, plush with patterned carpets where the vendors display their wares. Most of all, awash with gossip. The tiger chats about the banded prince, a supposed monarch in his palace deep in the jungle. He'll lever the conversation onto the state of his people. He has no complaints, he says. Not even about the recent reinstatement of the travel restriction on natives? Nor the report of a tiger killed at the jungle's edge? His tail flicks. A port report. Port Carnelian. How fares little London? Gonna see if any of my officers give me better veils. Oh, you do. Oh, no, not as good as the guy I have. Okay. Who improves veils? Well, I have 16 secrets, so I might as well increase my veils. Give him something to really get his mind working. Which ones are veils? 34. Gross. Of course. This, and this. Also this. Don't forget this, and never forget that. I'm gonna do this a couple times. I could do this 6 times, I think, and feel fine. I really have just been stockpiling secrets. I feel like they're gonna be important, and I'm not gonna have any. Okay, that bumped it up to basically a coin flip. Oh, but if I mess it up, it's gonna be bad. Let's see. Who else? What else? What do my other officers even do? You do mirrors. Your veils. I can't even, oh right, you do iron, but you also take a bite out of my hull every time. Your hearts. I have so many surgeons. Alright, where did you want to go, Chelinate? Pages. Let's see. Hearts again. And veils again. I see. Okay. Mayhaps later when I get better at keeping secrets. Should have known that was gonna be part of this. I'm not just gonna let you waltz in there and start a spy network. That would be funny. Okay. Gonna send out a little thingy. No islands in range. Yeah, I figured. I'm definitely living dangerously here, I think. Oh, what the hell is that? Hey, what is that? Hey, what is that? Haha. Are those gonna hit me? I think this is gonna hit me? I don't like those. I'm afraid of everything down here. Trust no one. Vile beast Zoid. Oh. I just want to find funny islands. The Crying Heights, where blue prophets call the names of those about to die. Awesome! The killing waxwind blows from the south. Engines labor, sailors cry out and fall. Oh. Crying Heights, some distance to the east. Okay. See, is that not a port? Is that not a port? Surely there must be something here, right? They wouldn't just take me out here and leave me in the middle of nowhere, right? No islands within range. Okay. Well, sailing off the map seems like a bad idea. Oh, God. This whole trip is maybe a heinous idea. That's okay. I think we're exploring. Far off. Very far off. Someone screams. Okay. Gonna try and get out of Sandstorm Hell World. What is that? Oh, it's a lightship. Hey, bud. You're far from home. Speak to the crew. They long for news of home. It's not much, but it's what we have. Let's see, melting isles are up there. Alright, we're nearing this chunk of the map. There's gotta be a port in there that I just didn't see. Later. I'm gonna maybe stay more central-ish. Just because I'm worried about death. Aren't we all? I'm maybe gonna keep the light on for a bit. So that terror doesn't hit me too hard. Got anything for us, Bat? Autumn Isles, some distance to the north. Awesome. The mists of the Sea of Autumn get into the eyes, the heart, and the eyes, the heart. Not unusual to find yourself in unexpected tears. Nathanian Point. Autumn Isles. Let's see. Is there a port here, or is it just islands? Well, there's something up here. I might as well head to the Mangrove College. At least they're nice. Oh. Home. Azalea runs to the rail, stripping off his clothes as he goes, beaming rapturously. Home, he cries. Home. Let him go. Nothing to be done. South. He swims south, towards the Elder Continent. Head is visible in the faint light of the false stars, silhouetted as he bobs above a wave. Then, he is gone. Lost one crew, down to 6. You have Stone's attention. Very far away, but perhaps it's watching you. I hope it isn't. I really hope it is not, frankly. Alright, let's park this bad boy at Mangrove College. This is what I'm enrolled in, actually, secretly. I'm majoring in Mangrove College. The wise and the wicked seek sanctuary here, where the fruits are plenty and the woods wild. Pick up a passenger again. The principals, Port Cecil. Black and white and silver. Please, take me there. Sooner, later, doesn't matter. I know how complex the moves can be. A checkered character. This dreamy, furtive fellow is traveling to the principles of Coral. Let's see. I'm gonna say we eat, drink, and be merry. The philosophers of the college are not hospitable, but this whole shoreline is bursting with fruit and edible fungus. Reach up and it falls into your hand. Pick it up and it's already fermented. An explosion of tastes. Tart morsels and moral tart. The salty tang of seaweed stew. A crawling berry that the locals assure you is a motile plant, not an insect. Eat your fill and drink contemplatively. A fun little shore leave. And port report. All thinkers of the Mangrove College continue their untroubled and sedentary existence. New schools of philosophy are born and die like bubbles. Extraordinary poetries are written in water. The occasional retired poet tries, and fails, to get invited to saloons. Oh, poor guy. Just like me for real. Alright, that I think is gonna be it. Yeah, no shops here. So I think I am just gonna go eastward once more. We have cleared out like a good chunk of this map. There's not that much south left. So I'm hoping that we find the spot for the next step for finding our father's bones. And if we can't find that, then something interesting. I know where King Eater Castle is, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get there today. Just because it's very far south, and this one again. We're fleeing. We're fleeing. It's a 50-50 shot of fleeing. Hard to leave. The eye's attraction is magnetic, gravitic, compelling. You fall into a dreaming, eager reverie. To be known. But waking rescues you. For now. Got 12 terror from that. Aha! Aha! We're fine. Okay? Yeah, everyone believes me when we're fine? It's so cool how we're fine. We'll be crossing into the other tab soon enough. So here's hoping we find a place that's like, yeah, 1,000,000 clear terror. No terror ever. You never have to be afraid again. A tiny breeze stirs your hair and dies. Nope, 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 no, no, no. Oh, you're not even an enemy ship. Okay. Hey, bud. Alright, let's not get too close to the Khanate. That's a bad idea. Oh. Pale visitors. The cry goes up. Drownies in the water. The pale faces of the drowned dead bob up like lamps. They're singing. Drown out their song with the roar of the engines. Drownies are drawn to fear like pickpockets to crowds. Stoke the engines as hot as they'll go. We'll use fuel and may damage the ship, but it'll drown out their wretched song. Steel and fire. Your engines thunder. Drownies circle, but the poisonous sweetness of their song is almost lost in the din. At last, they tire and sink below, waving as they go. It's a bad spot. Be real. Visage, some distance northeast. Okay. Okay, that's like the one spot I needed, okay? Everything else, we can go home after this. A sluggish wave. The ship pitches. Just point me to Visage? Yes! Okay. This is awesome music. The false stars above are feral amber, like tiger's eyes. Stamfords and Spanks, named for one who lost his child to cats. You see. Visage. Hide your face. Hide all your faces. Yeah? This is the port of Visage, where faces may not be naked. Except one, stone monument the size of a village church, serenely gazing upwards, flourishing of years. Create a port report. You can at least interview those who are leaving. That will have to do. A departing merchant gives you a confused account of crocodiles and honeycakes, and something about ear blockage. To this, you add your own impressions about the street layout close to the port and the types of commerce here. When the lights are especially bright, it is possible to make out the details of the profile of that great stone face. A port report. Visage. What were they today? What were you? Go shore. Inward and upward. Once you set foot on Visage, you may be here for a little while. Terms. All those who enter must play their parts. The sign is visible only after you've crossed the threshold. Ashore in Visage. On the lower slopes, stone buildings, flat roofs, archways. In the architecture, there lingers a memory of lotus and palm frond. The hill above is a face, forever looking up at the ceiling of Biantozi. No one inhabits its cheeks or the hollows of its eyes. A signer of corpses? One of these masked strangers is the assigner of corpses, if the gracious widow is to be believed. But which? Interrogate. Your father's bone means the assigner of corpses. What mask does the assigner of corpses wear? The visitors seem reluctant to discuss the matter, even with Frog. It's distasteful, or forbidden, or inconvenient. Surely someone will let something slip. The blankness of masks. A man in a crocodile mask trundles an ibis-masked corpse on a wheeled bier. Is this the assigner of corpses? He shakes his head. Corpse was assigned to the Fathom. This corpse was assigned to the Fathom King, he explains. I go now to the hold. The Fathom King knows why. Is that a meaningful pause? No one here will speak to you of the assigner and his assignments. Might the Fathom King know more? Find the Fathom King's hold to continue. Okay. Alright. Let's find the Fathom King's hold. Oh, I need water. Check in at the customs house. One may not wander Visage at will. A changing room. All visitors must pass, one by one, through a room guarded by a person in the mask of a moon moth. Choice of masks. Masks in an assortment of shapes and colors await. Ask the significance of the mask. Maybe there's more to it than a question of aesthetic taste. Assorted pestilences. The moon moth explains. Each mask declares a different intention towards the denizens of Visage and must be accompanied by suitable behavior. The frog is for visitors who, though perhaps clumsy and unfamiliar with local etiquette, have come in order to observe local ways and to make uncouth comments about them. The locust is for those who seek profit. The locust is for those who seek profit in Visage and would carry away as many goods as possible. You prompt about the bat. Moonmoth hesitates. Bat is an ill-omened visitor. sent as a messenger or a spy. Bat always dies. Saying that makes me want to pick it. I mean, look, okay. We're kind of close to having a terror moment anyways. And bat. Choose the bat mask. It looks threatening. Messenger with no message. Moon moth spreads and folds its wings. Those part of the moth costume? Looks that way, but one cannot rule out the possibility that moth has real wings. My condolences, it says with polite formality, as it sets the bat mask on your face and ties the worn leather straps around the back of your head. The inside of the mask smells of musk. Visit the Library of Parts. So called because all the books are fragmentary, perhaps. Stoop at the lintel, enter the dark. A room of heavy stone, guarded by a golden statuette of a woman with outstretched arms. The scroll niches, sorted to correspond to a variety of masks, the jackal and the lioness, the crocodile and the dung beetle. A woman in the mask of a lotus blossom is standing at the lectern, reading in silence. Moon moth stands to one side, as your escort and tour guide. Ask about the purpose of this room. What sort of parts are they anyways? Filed under M for masked. Moon moth explains. People think it means something like Library of Fragments, but this is wrong. The parts in question are like parts in a play. This is where the denizens of Visage come in order to learn how to perform their masks more accurately, more completely, with a truer spirit. Praise the literary traditions of Visage. The scrolls are so numerous, so neatly shelved, so elegantly illustrated. Infiltrator. Moonmoth considers you. Perhaps it thinks you're acting too much like a frog. Perhaps it thinks this is a bat gambit to gain favor. Misplaying your role would be bad, and correctly playing bat would be worse. Either way, there are penalties. You end up scarred and maskless, back at the dock. I see. I may just wait until something awaits me again. Because I do need to find my father's bones. And also there's this boat here that I don't like. I'm gonna peek down here, because I'm sure there's another island in this area. But I'm definitely gonna ping back to Visage immediately, because I want to. Oh. Something? Isle of Cats, southeast. Okay. And I might as well pop in here as well. Port Cavendish. Let me see. Isle of Cats, where there are roses. A scatter of yellow-lit honey dens and brightly painted alehouses. To the southeast rises the stone tower of Cavendish Abbey, its ramparts hung with crimson and gold banners. Oh, trust me, my terror is making me nervous as well. I'm doing my best. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix that. I'm very scared my captain is gonna die. But also, you know, they've had a good run. A scatter of yellow-lit honey dens and brightly painted alehouses. To the southeast rises the stone tower of Cavendish Abbey, its ramparts hung with crimson and gold banners. There are sailors from all across the Neath, hauling cargo, dicing, and brawling good-naturedly on the docks. The air carries the sound of shanties sung with more enthusiasm than skill, and the smell of roses edged with brimstone. Oh, this place is a whole thing, isn't it? Compile a port report. Though the Isle seems, at present, beyond the reach of the Admiralty's law, that does not mean the Admiralty lacks interest in their activities. Roses and Kings. You spend half a day observing the docks and note an astonishing number and variety of ships. Is that a Khanate trimaran nestled beside a vessel from the Iron Republic? The dockhands complain loudly that they have never been busier. The caddies talk ceaselessly and carelessly about smuggling and piracy, but even the most hardened sailors lower their voices when they mention the king. They go even quieter when they talk about the Rose Garden. Make careful notes. Perhaps the Admiralty will understand what they mean, even if you don't. Honestly, game of all time. What other game is gonna give you like 4 separate health bars to manage at any given time? There's nothing else like it. Oh. A piratical welcome. Welcome to the Isle of Cats, the wide-eyed dockmaster says brightly. Would you like to bribe me not to write down your details in this nice official ledger? Sure, bud. You hand over the coins and she tips you a sharp smile before waving you to the nearest alehouse. The entire process is straightforwardly corrupt and pleasingly efficient. The Rose and Tiger. The alehouse's sign is a tiger painted the color of rose petals. Someone has gone to great trouble and expense to gild the creature's eyes. They look out over the port, feral and unseeing. A caged hive of lamplighter bees hangs from the ceiling like a chandelier. Few sailors give you hard-mouthed, assessing looks, but most ignore your presence entirely. Let's see. Clandestine doings. A whispered conversation, the clink of coins, an exchange of goods. Merest taste. You turn your head as though you are admiring one of the moldering draperies hung from the wall. A vial flashes in the buyer's trembling hands. He uncorks it, pours a few drops of thick, red liquid down his throat. The vial drops to the floor. When you look back up, he is gone. You blink and look around. Nobody else seems in the least perturbed that a man has disappeared from their midst. You pick up the fallen vial and examine the traces left inside. Sticky honey gleaming with redness, entirely unlike blood. I've heard very good things about the DLC, but the giant underwater spider in it makes it kind of a hard sell for me in specific. But I would love to play Submarine or otherwise. Significant tokens. The caddies all wear a pair of amber stones threaded around their necks, or pinned to their collars. Cat's eyes, one of them says, for the Pirate King. As far as you can gather, the Pirate King's name is Leopold, and he controls all of the trade on the island. Half of the caddies believe that he can take the form of a crimson tiger and creep into their dreams. The other half suspect, more prosaically, that he simply eats those who displease him. You know, as tigers do. Religious observances. Is that a crimson-veiled nun? What sort of nun would be in a place like this? A mellifluous sister, of course, she responds, performing a complicated negotiation between veil, thick glove, and glass of mushroom wine. You ask what one of those is, and she snorts. I'm glaring at you underneath this bloomin' veil. You act appropriately cowed, and the mellifluous sister thaws a little. We are beekeepers and honey harvesters. The caddies owe their prosperity to us, and the Pirate King too. She slurps the last of the mushroom wine behind her veil, and the barkeep glides down over to refill her glass, eyes respectfully downcast. Well, that seems to be everything here. Leave the alehouse. There must be more to the Isle of Cats than drunken sorts and Z-stories. Make sure that you have learned all you wish to before you leave this place. I think I have. Laws of the land. The barkeep stops you before you reach the door and hands you a brooch set with 2 amber stones. He waits impassively until you pin it to your clothes. Everybody wears the cat's eyes here, he tells you, moving aside to let you pass. Just a friendly reminder that the Pirate King is watching. It seems no place, then, is truly lawless. An occurrence. Your Isle of Cats, the Pirates King notice quality is now 1. You are, almost entirely, beneath his notice. A perch of amber cat's eyes and a warning. It's a good status screen. Okay. Oh, there's many things here. Cavendish Abbey. The crimson-clad mellifluous sisters patrol its ramparts and tend their hives of lamplighter bees. The mellifluous sisters make their home in the richly appointed stone tower of Cavendish Abbey. Their thick gloves and crimson mesh helmets are worn, less for modesty and more for practicality. They tend the hives of the lamplighter bees all across the isle, make a religious observance of harvesting red honey for the Pirate King. Your actions will attract the Pirate King's notice. You need 5 Pirate King's notice to gain an offer from a patron. Let's see. Could give them fuel, but that's a very bad idea currently. Later. Problem for later. The Honeyed Tongue. It is both brothel and honey den, run by someone the caddies refer to as the King's Claw. Entering the brothel is like sliding into the dream of a surface orientalist. Jewel-embroidered cushions, bright silk drapes, gilded statues of elephants, sun bears, and clouded leopards. Silver censers release curling plumes of rose-scented smoke into the air. The courtesans are red-lipped and coal-smudged. When you catch their eyes, they smile back at you with professional interest. I see. It could comfort a Z captain. Let's see. Ask what red honey is. You know, of course. Only the particulars may have slipped your mind. One of the nearby courtesan's eyebrows lifts infinitesimally, but his reply is practiced. When lamplighter bees suck the nectar of the crimson strain of exile's rose, they are driven to madness. They enter the brains of humans and harvest their memories. He shudders as though imagining the process himself. Those memories are instilled in red honey. Each sip is a burst of memory on his tongue. Deliciously awful, isn't it? He flutters his dyed feather fan. That is morbid. This game, you know, there's a lot of stuff in this universe that's unsettling. That one was maybe like, that one hit me a little harder than the rest of them have. Comfort a Z captain. A Z captain is weeping gently into a courtesan's bosom, muttering of her lost crew and rose gardens. They're all tending the gardens now, she wails and begins to weep again. My poor crew. You wait for a hitch in the sobs and inquire further. It is a slow, delicate business drawing answers out of her, but you are nothing if not perseverant. It seems her crew was conscripted by the Lady of the Gardens, and that their duties are something far worse than horticulture. You leave her reciting the names of her lost sailors and commending them to Salt's mercy. King's notice is now 2. More passing awareness than notice, really. That may be all we can do here for now. I'm gonna try to ping back to Visage. Primarily because if I sail home, I'm gonna die. Oh. A questing tentacle. Gleaming, it rises from the sea, coils lazily around a sailor, does not speak or cry out. She only steps into its embrace and is gone. No one. Ask, and no one will answer. Did you imagine it? The Z is quiet. Nothing stirs. You saw the moon-pale limb of the monster. Was it there, Did the sailor leap? Surely you didn't push her. Surely. No, 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 no. Don't need this now. No, no, no. Goodbye. 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 What's over there? Reef of roses. Okay. Well. Hey, you can't bother me while I'm in a port, okay? Yeah, you get out of here. I'm trying to get something awaits you so that I can do more at Visage. But I don't... It should happen while I'm just out at Z, right? Seems to be how it works. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna try this one again. I've gotta play my part. I'm maybe gonna go with the frog mask. That's just how I'm naturally gonna play this. It looks curious. Frick. Moonmoth lifts the mask and places it over your head. The eye holes are large and they are filled with spectacles. They are fitted with spectacles. These improve your view of the environment, though you must look bull-eyed from the outside. There is also a mechanism attached to the mouthpiece that magnifies any sound you make, even your breathing. You start to thank the moon moth. It comes out as a booming croak. May you profit from your visit in knowledge, says Moon Moth. Its wings fold neatly over its back. Got a little frog mask. Now, I am going to start looking for the guy I'm looking for. Cross the Z. If no one here will speak to you of the assigner and his assignments, might the Fathom King know more? Find the Fathom King's hold, somewhere in the south or central unto Z. Continue. Okay. Well, okay. Everything cool? OBS just dipped out for a second. That's fun. I don't know why it did that. Ooh. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, I think my internet just did a silly funny for a second there. But it looks like it's trying to recover at least. Yeah, okay. Internet is fun. In a raised niche at the far end of the room sits a statue of a man with the head of a ram. He holds a jar from which water flows out onto the floor. Ask about the purpose of this room. Doesn't really look as though it's good for anything. Depth per day. From a corner, Moonmoth picks up a graduated stick. He shows you how a person standing at the end of the room may dip the stick into the water and use it to measure the water levels at a pre-selected point. Now the measurements are compared with measurements written on a calendar. If the water level does not match the calendrical position, an assembly of pipes and drains is used to adjust it. It used to be, says the moth, that the water rose and fell of its own accord, and the people before wrote down what height it reached. Now the water is still. Thanks to their actions, we can replicate the rise and fall so as still to be pleasing to the god of blood. It completes this explanation with a half-body bow towards the statue of the ram deity. No? Okay, yes. Oh, my internet is silly funny. Tastelessly compare this room to other bodies of water. Frogs know water. Have you seen the Command Canal? Moonmoth watches inscrutably while you talk about other bodies of water that have impressed you more than this one. Deeper, clearer, colder, more densely populated with fish. Other denizens move away from you and towards one another. Your social function is well performed. Visit the Library of Parts. You've done this one last time. study the scrolls in a bumbling way. They look very old after all. Hearts guarded. Taking the nearest, you read it aloud. For guarding against the loss of the heart. Moon Moth takes it from you, rolls it tightly, and returns it to its niche. There are as many ways of guarding against the loss of the heart as there are different masks, it explains in that same light and indifferent voice. End your performance and leave the island. Can't stay in character forever. A shame about the moth. You say farewell to Moon Moth. Makes gestures you now recognize with agitation. Perhaps there was some other plan for you here. No one consulted you about it. You have other things to attend to. Your last set of visage, the moth smoothing the folds from your robe, hanging your mask on a peg for the next visitor. Well, I think that's probably for the best. I could have figured that out more. But I didn't really want to. My voice is kind of shot, and I had a feeling that whatever we discovered there was probably just gonna skyrocket my terror. And it's already pretty high. So right now we're like Hail Marying it back to London. But I have a feeling it's not gonna work out very well. So we might as well get our last voyage. Something forgotten is here. Something forgotten. That's delightful. It may already be too late for us. But if we're gonna go out, with the knowledge that we did some good here. Oh, that's something alright. I don't like that tile. Awesome! Okay. Something wakes Fleet's gaze quickly. I'm working on it! Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was gonna happen. Holy shit. Okay. Mutiny. Fear and despair have destroyed the loyalty of your crew. Half of those who remain have taken up arms against you. You've taken shelter in the bridge while their shots ring out around you. Oh. Cut them down. Cowards. Villains. Damn them all. Failure here means your game is over. Well, we've got more iron than we have hearts. So... Oh my... No way. No way! Okay. A costly victory. A haze of blood and gunfire. Screams and imprecations. A man you knew with your knife in his heart. Rather quickly, it's over. You are drenched in blood and racked with wound. Many of your crew are dead, but you stand victorious. Push the corpses of the mutineers into the sea. Press on for what little time remains to you. Lost 3 crew, 50 terror, 5 iron. There's not much else we can do here. Big Eye is pretty big and scary. Best we can do is push forward. A tryst. A discreet opportunity has arisen to spend time with your favorite officer. This will noticeably reduce your terror, unless it's already low. But if you have a sweetheart back home, you may want to think twice. Well, we don't have many other options out here. A tryst with the clattery air. In the surgery, I don't expect any new patients this evening. Instructive. She's made up the operating table with a couple of towels, one spread over the surface and the other folded into a pillow. I like to give instructions, she says, settling herself on the surface. It's not a reflection of your skills. The bowl over there is for you to soak your hands. The water is icy. I like a cold touch, but don't go numb. When you're ready? Oh, you have fraternized with one of your officers. You have a romance. Love in the dark. You have engaged in a liaison with one of your officers. Out at sea. Oh, we sure are just gonna crawl our way back home, aren't we? I don't even know if we can at this point. But we're gonna try our best. Well, we're close enough to Mangrove College. Maybe they'll have some good news for us. The glassy chop of dark water. The iron clatter of feet at the hatchway. Miracles can happen. They can. Oh, I'm gonna miss Mangrove College. That would be bad. A brisk spatter of spray. The Untersee is restless. Eat, drink, and be merry. Nothing goes wrong at Mangrove College. Anyone want to sign aboard? It's doing so great here. You sure? No. No one wants to. Can't even afford the fuel to have the lights on. I know sometimes people at Funny Mushroom Land want to sign on. I'm not sure if it's smarter to do that or to just make a... I think it's smarter to just make a, like, straight diagonal home. Drop by Demo, maybe, if it's on the way. Sarsaparilla certainly is a lucky one, question mark. Gonna try toggling the lights so that terror doesn't get too bad. The problem is we've somehow run out of fuel before we ran out of supplies. Which is kind of fascinating. The water is sluggish with hyphal threads. Violet vegetable bulks break the surface. Mycelidae. Costume Bleaks, good to see you. Tiny breeze stirs your hair and dies. Okay, should be coming up onto Mo any second now. Yes, Demo. Please. Please have more crew or more fuel or a good party time for my 3 crewmates. Or just anything. It could be anything. Anything's better than dying at sea, right? Oh. Oh, we could take a volunteer. One of the company's bulligus fellers has negotiated an early release from her contract. It's the sproutlings, she tells you, her face pleading. Keep picking them out of me porridge, and me hair, and me eyes. Take me away. I'm a good worker. It's 1 crew at least. You need like 2 more of your friends. Snag a little report. Do you have shops? You do have shops. Okay. They're gouging on fuel. They can't really afford to be picky right now. Okay, we have 10 fuel, and we're just gonna slide our way back up to London. No one's gonna die. Distant bells. We're making our way. It can't get any worse. Like, I had already accepted our death a while back, so at this point, just bring it on, honestly. I wonder if this VOD's gonna get cut in 2 again, because I like dipped out for a second. It said that OBS specifically disconnected, which is really cool. I love that. But last time I had to edit the VOD for Murder of Sonic back together because my internet got silly funny in the middle of it. And that was just honestly pretty annoying. And it cut out like a multi-minute chunk right in the middle of it, which is just not ideal. But it seems like we've mostly been holding steady this entire time, barring that one little dip. I'm hoping it is in fact a little dip and not like multiple minutes of VOD cut out, because it seemed like it happened right around when the eye appeared, right? And that would be a shame to lose it. I think we're gonna make it. I can't believe we've managed this twice. Just that good. Epic gamer moment. Home waters. Home waters. Truth and dreams? Beneath, the cavern that holds the Untersee is prowled by dreams. There's a story that it was once the skull of a dead god. Perhaps that would explain it. Listen to your dreams. What will you learn? Dream of spires. Mirror-faceted pillars rise around you like trees in a forest. More so because each glows with a shifting green light. Z laps at the base of the pillars. Voice from above cries out in 7 languages, and you understand each one. Once was this the face of Arem. It will be taken from us. Good to know. I do need to find Arem still. I know that's way far east. Come on, we can make it to port. Inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are just too illegal for the Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry are here looking for those. Well, you can take a look all you want. Thanks for the lowered suspicion. Take a breath. We made it again. What's new, Harbor Master? Just the usual. A difficult conversation. Some would say that Z captains must be free to love who they will. It's a lonely life. It seems your sweetheart disagrees. Oh no, is this gonna lose my air? Aww. Convince the likely lass to stay with you. She has harsh things to say about both you and your favorite officer. How did she find out? I am a spy, she points out. Look, babe, I did that because I was going to die. For real, for real? Oh, the bitter end. I deserve better than this. Stay at Z forever for all I care. You'll never see us again. Either of us. Her face is calm as marble. You can't reach her now. You had a sweetheart in London. Oh, made it back, but at what cost? That removed my heir from play, because I'm gonna be a little upset if that's true. Okay, no, the Scion stays. Thank God. I'm gonna even, like, reload the Gazette just to be sure. Okay. She took my kid in the divorce. That sucks. Alright, court reports, usual, give me money. Give me money! Isle of Cats. What does the so-called Pirate King have to say for himself these days? Report submitted. Yes, well, we did rather know about his rose gardens. Not good news that they're prospering, though. Really should have nipped that. Really should have nipped it in the, if you'll allow me, bud. Ah, trading with the Khanate? The Iron Republic? Bother. May have to have a meeting about this. Visage. Ah, the island that looks up. Don't suppose you've found out what it's staring at. Have not. I should return to that someday. Port Carnelian. You know, I sometimes wonder whether that place was a good idea. I didn't say that. Rangia. Mosgate. And I'm not going to drop off the strategic information just yet. Let's see. Could carouse. Might carouse. The other option is the Rose Market. I don't really have any specialty items at the current moment. There's no danger here. Try to enjoy yourself. Good night out. Sea shanties, good companionship, and the warmth of a pub fire. That night in Wolfstack, you find yourself sharing a table with someone whose name you do not afterwards recall. Your only love is the Z. You'll take comfort where you find it. That's all it is. Relaxing evening. Together, you exercise the chill of the Nice. When you awake, you're alone. But that's how you've always preferred it. We made it back, but at what cost? We can go home, rest, but our family has left us. Oh. A pleasant interlude, a little rest. The light, it's pretty. See, I don't think there's much I can do here currently, no. Let's see. I do need more crew. I'm gonna snag a few more guys. You're all gonna die horribly. And I do want to just fix my ship. The Admiral Yards? I have enough favors for it. I'm also gonna try and finagle for some fuel. Let's see. Get some supplies. Okay. It feels like we haven't done too much today. It feels like most of today was just me trying not to die, which I guess is every day in this game. But we did find out some things. First of all, we've tabbed a little bit of the bottom of the map. We're trying to set up a spy network, but my veils are real terrible, so I think that might have to wait a minute unless I feel like messing with the odds a little more. We also have stuff to do at Port Cecil. We've got someone looking for passage, and I need to pick up a Clayman from Polythreme to do the thing at Hunter's Keep, because I forgot to do that this time around. Also, we did make progress on the Visage thing, but now we need to look for the Fathom King's Hold Delio, which is either center map, which we've pretty much cleared. What is the spot? I don't remember. It's either central map or it's to the south. So I'm gonna assume south. Probably... Honestly, it might be right there. The bat pinged... Oh no, the bat pinged the rose area. Did it say south or did it say east? I don't know. We're doing a good enough job at clearing up the map that it can't be in too many more places, right? Sassarilla's life is kind of falling apart. But they didn't die, so they live to sail another day, and so do we. I'd go for longer, but my throat is kind of dying, and everything I do at this point will be a bit of an ordeal. It seems like we had some people hop off when the stream went down, which is entirely fair. It seems to dip for some reason. Yeah, that's... if I sound weird, it's because I'm sad about Sarsaparilla losing their family. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. It'll probably be Murder of Sonic next, unless scheduling silly funny happens. But I'm hopefully gonna be able to squeeze one of these, and I do start school next week, so... And I'm also trying to land a job, so it might be a little inconsistent. But this semester I'd like to get a schedule set up for at least solo streams, because I like doing these a lot, and I definitely don't do them enough. And schedules help with that. So yeah, I hope this was a fun one. I thought this was kind of a dire situation, but I had a good time, and I hope you did too. I'm gonna shower and drink water now. Bye!